Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for Eclipse season 2024. So eclipse seasons happen twice a year and usually about 6 months apart. This is the second eclipse season for 2024, and it will begin peaking at September 17th when we have the Pisces lunar eclipse, and then on October 2nd we have the solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. In between those two dates is when eclipse season will be strongest, and you may feel the energy of this leading up to those dates as well as after those dates, depending on how psychically sensitive you are. Essentially, eclipse season is a time of massive change. A lot of chaos and drama and life events tend to unfold during eclipse season, and even if it feels dramatic in a negative way or a positive way, everything that happens during eclipse season is meant to propel you forward in life a lot more rapidly. You know, I like to think of eclipse season as like if you ever played Mario Kart and there's those little arrows on the ground, and if you drive over one of those arrows, it like propels you forward very quickly. That is sort of eclipse season for me. That's how I like to view it. So I wanted to do this reading to take a look into what will be happening for you this eclipse season and maybe get some advice for you as well. So first card out for you, we have Deceit. Great. Love that for you. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this means you're going to fall in love, because no. Deceit is deceit. So pay attention to the people around you. If your intuition is telling you that somebody may be, full of it, listen to that intuitive nudge. I don't know about you guys, but whenever somebody's lying straight to my face, I almost always have a dream where the truth is revealed. Like, for example, if I'm dating somebody and they're sitting here telling me that they're not dating anybody else, but they are, or they're talking to other people, I will have a dream that like I'll be hanging out with them and they're like making out with whoever else they're talking to, and then I'll bring it up and they'll be like, oh yeah, I am talking to that person. Like, that always happens to me. I don't know if it happens to you, but like, your intuition has been cultivated over thousands and thousands and thousands of years of your ancestors picking up on subconscious body language and changes. So humans are actually really great at lie detecting, and if you're in touch with your intuition and you trust your intuitive nudges, then you can really feel this, trust your feelings, trust your insights, because they're almost always right. It feels like there's someone here or situation here that's not being open and honest with you about their feelings. Even if it's not malicious, it could be that like they have a problem with something and they're just not talking about it. And honestly, like, not speaking up for yourself, I feel like that is a form of dishonesty. Like people pleasing, for example, doing things that you don't want to do, agreeing to it to make the other person happy and not speaking up, that's dishonest, so even that can be a form of deceit. But let's get more information, see where this energy is coming through. We have the Ram and Dahlia with determination. Beautiful. Let me read this from the booklet for you guys. This is the number 50, so that number may be significant for some of you. You may see 50-50 a lot. Okay, the Ram and Dahlia is a card of action. The ram charges up the mountain with steady determination, removing any obstacles with its strong horns. Called the queen of the autumn garden, the dahlia is known for its persistence. It produces flowers in the summer and well into the fall, outlasting most other blooms. And that's so funny because we have the autumn equinox happening during this eclipse season on the 22nd. If you're in the southern hemisphere, this will be the spring equinox, but I feel like most of my viewers are in the northern hemisphere. Anyways, you have the power to accomplish your wildest dreams. While others may tire or lose interest, you are persistent and will see your ambitions through. So Sagittarius, there is a sense of accomplishment here, a sense of you constantly pushing forward. What I would say is be careful, because sometimes when you're doing really great in life, your skin is glowing, you are achieving your dreams, you're getting healthy, like when you're doing good things for yourself, it can really trigger some really insecure people who don't have the discipline to do those good things, and then they may want to sort of tear you down in order to make themselves feel better. Be careful of anybody with those personality traits. There's a message here saying those people are more dangerous than you realize and can do more harm to you than you realize. So even if you think that like, oh, it doesn't bother me, like it's fine, like I laugh at it, no. Set up some strong boundaries with people like that and block them from your lives. Don't give them access to your energy. Don't tell them what's going on in your life. Anybody who's sort of rooting for your downfall, or they're not necessarily wanting to see you succeed, it is really important that you do not give them access to you, even if it's like access online, like seeing your social media and how your life's playing out. Because you have to understand, that's how black magic works. You know, even people who aren't witches, who don't believe in the law of attraction, people who are complete atheists, if you wish on the downfall of somebody, you're sending them that energy. If you speak ill of somebody, you're sending them that energy. That's the law of attraction. Energy is constantly flowing everywhere. That is the spiritual side of life. You know, we have the physical side and the spiritual side. And as humans, we are tapped into both worlds. But unfortunately, in modern day society, a lot of people aren't taught about the spiritual side. And even if you're not intending to send someone negative energy, if you're speaking ill upon them, if you're secretly hoping for their downfall, you are sending them negative energy. Yeah. So you can imagine the amount of negative and positive energy that's constantly going around. So yeah, you just don't want to keep those people in your life, especially if they, for some reason, strongly hope for your downfall or strongly are like aggressive with you. You know, even though you're tough, you have thick skin and you can handle it, you still don't want to give that person access to you. And so some of you, the message here is to set up boundaries in your life with people who you just intuitively get the feeling like they don't want you around. Okay. We have forgiveness coming out. This also came out for Virgo. Beautiful. And it says holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. And that's another thing. When you keep people like that in your life, it makes you resentful and brings your energy down like that. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. Right? It feels like you're letting go of the anger, letting go of the resentment, letting go of, you know, the negative interactions that you have with people. For a lot of you, this could be with your own family members, honestly, or anybody in your life who you get into like arguments with, or just the vibes are off, you know. You may have put up with it before and it may not necessarily bother you on a conscious level, but again, on a subconscious level, on a spiritual, energetic level, you don't even understand how much this is impacting you. And then we have thriving. This is another thing too. Sometimes when we have people in our lives who wish ill upon us, or who are deceitful, or who have really negative karma built up against them, it can prevent our own miracles and blessings from coming forward, because that person is repelling blessings. And Sagittarius, you may be the type of person where it's like, when you succeed, everyone around you succeeds. You know, your blessings and abundance are everyone's blessings and abundance. You may be very generous with those around you, but if you have someone around you who sort of repels that because they have some negative karma built up against them, and they literally cannot attract or be around the vibration of wealth and celebration and blessings, you being around that person may be dimming your vibration and preventing your own blessings from coming in, because universe, spirit may not want them to have access to your blessings. Does that make sense? So it's just really important to be picky choosy about who's in your life and who has access to you, because not everybody deserves to be in your life. And with this thriving card coming in, I can see, Sagittarius, that you are thriving. It does seem like you've been perpetually going through this like glow up stage, and there's definitely more blessings, wealth, and abundance wanting to come in for you, which is really beautiful. And we see that during eclipse season too. So let's see what the tarot has to say. King of Swords, beautiful. Some of you may be connecting with an older masculine air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be that sign. They don't necessarily have to be a man, don't necessarily have to be older than you. However, this is somebody who has a lot of wisdom in life. This is somebody who has strong boundaries. You know, they don't tolerate nobody's BS. And I feel like that's the type of energy that you need right now. Like, that energy needs to rub off on you a little bit, because you need to be this person who doesn't tolerate nobody's BS, okay? Having strong boundaries for yourself. Also, the King of Swords is somebody who is very clear-minded. They're great at conversation. They know what they want. They're ambitious, and they know how to get it. And I feel like this is the exact energy that is perfect for you right now. So I'm really happy to see that this is coming out for you, and it will be reflected in certain individuals outside of yourself that you may be drawn to. Like, wow, I really like that person's energy. I really like how, you know, confident they are within themselves, and they just don't put up with stuff. Like, they don't put up with discomfort or people trying to one-up them. It's just like, no, they just don't tolerate it. And that's a great energy to surround yourself with. We have the world. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius, this is going to be a great eclipse season for you. It definitely feels like accomplishment. The world has so many different meanings to it. But in your particular reading, the phrase accomplishment keeps coming out. Accomplishment, achieving something really big for yourself, being seen. If any of you have like a business, or if you're a freelancer or in the social eye in any way, you're being seen is what I'm seeing. Like you're being seen, people are noticing you, something's taking off. There's like a sense of popularity here. And it's not, here's the funny thing. So, people outside of your life may point the finger and say, oh, that's overnight success. But you know that it's not overnight success because you've been working really hard to become your best version and to refine what you offer the world and your energies. And so, it just goes to show that like it takes many years to create an overnight success. And that's what you've been doing. Like you've been refining your energy and what you offer the world in order to create this quote unquote overnight success for yourself. And we see that coming in during this eclipse season, which is really great. The World card is a powerful, powerful card. We have the Devil coming out. Oh my gosh, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit, Sagittarius, because you have the Devil and the Deceit card. Okay, there's an energy around you that is not cool. Not cool. They're wanting to... You know what? It's an energy vampire. There are certain individuals in our lives who want us to, and it's so subconscious. It's a process that a lot of people aren't conscious of, but like there's people in this world who want our energy to themselves. Like instead of cultivating their own confidence, their own self-esteem, their own sense of fulfillment, they have to get that from other people. For example, if you've ever seen somebody in a relationship with somebody and their partner's like, oh, you can't dress that way because it takes too much attention, it's too revealing, or they get really jealous when their partner is succeeding and they want them to like quit their job. Like take Jonah Hill for example. He got into a relationship with a beautiful surfer model. She literally models bikini, swimwear, because she's a surfer. That's what she does. She loves that. That's her passion. And then of course after the relationship, he was like basically gave her the ultimatum, like, hey, like I don't want you, parading around your body and doing this in front of all these people. And it's like, sometimes there's people who want to clip our wings because they're attracted to us initially because you're glowing, you're hot, you're attractive, you have a lot going on for yourself, you're intelligent. That's why people are initially attracted to you and they want to be your friend or be in a relationship with you. But some people, it's like after they get comfortable, then they want to clip your wings. Like, oh, I want this just for myself. And that is black magic in my opinion, because they are taking your divine feminine or divine masculine power and sucking it all up for themselves. And the same thing can be flipped. If it's like a divine feminine energy sucking up divine masculine energy. We see this oftentimes with like relationships and people who they want you to work hard and provide for them and give everything to them, but they're not really giving back to you at all. The dynamic can be different either way, but essentially it's an energy drain, it's an energy vampire when they are basically clipping your wings, wanting their energy to yourself. And on like a less friendly note, this can also happen like if you're acquaintances with somebody or related to someone, somebody's in your life and they just keep picking fights with you. They keep wanting to get a rise out of you. Same thing, energy vampire. Because when you're giving them that energy, arguing with them, even if it's negative, arguing with them, you're still giving them energy. You're giving them time. And it's a very subconscious process, but they take that time, that energy, and they use it to fuel their self-esteem and their ego. Because it's like, here's this beautiful, wise, glowing person taking time out of their day to argue with me, taking time out of their day to be upset with me. Isn't that great? Some people, they do this maliciously and consciously, and others, it's still malicious, but they're not doing it consciously. They just are broken people who don't know how to source their own sense of ego and self-esteem. They have to drain other people to get it. And I'm seeing someone somewhere in your life who really resonates with this devil deceit energy. And again, I feel Sagittarius, you're a thick-skinned person, and this person might not even bother you. You may be unbothered, but you still give them access to your energy for some reason. You still make conversation with them or you keep them in your life. And you're like, no, it's fine. Like, I'm not offended by it. I'm laughing at it. Haha. But it's like, no, this person can't be in your life. We have the 9 of coins. Yes. See, I feel like this is a great time for self-love. And again, I keep coming back to this theme of like, you're glowing, you're thriving. And it feels like there's a lot of success in your either like career or life purpose area of life. You may be making more money and spending that money on yourself, making yourself more beautiful or confident, or investing it into something that is essentially an investment in you, like education or skincare or a nice wardrobe or haircut or something that you really want to do, an experience you really want to have. Or maybe you're investing in like lessons in something, you're investing in yourself is basically what I'm saying, because you understand that all investments into yourself pay off big time. And it just keeps that energy flowing to you. When you invest energy into yourself, instead of wasting it on people who are draining you, it makes you more glowing, more thriving, and then it really puts you in the flow of abundance. So definitely don't be afraid to treat yourself and invest time, energy, money into yourself during this eclipse season. We have the Knight of Cups coming out in reverse. Okay, this is an energy of somebody who really romanticizes something about you. And this could be anything. This could literally be romance. Like they're wanting to come in and swoop you off your feet, but they don't have what it takes to stick around past the honeymoon phase. Or even if it's not romantic in a literal sense, this could be somebody who, for example, this is a friend who is like, oh my God, yes, we should book a trip to this country and have like a girls' day or a friend group travel experience. Like, yeah, we should book that cruise. But then they never actually commit to doing it. And it's always just an idea. It never gets done. So be mindful of people like that in your life as well. We have the Tower in reverse. Oh my gosh. See, every single eclipse reading that I did so far, and you're the second to last one I'm filming, they always had such a dramatic Major Arcana card come out because the energy is dramatic. And this is your dramatic card here, the Tower in reverse. Yeah, and this is coming out right underneath the Devil, Sagittarius. Let me give you a warning for this eclipse season. If you do not remove these energy vampires from your life, you're going to regret it, because eclipse season, as mentioned, is very dramatic, but it always puts you on the right path. And so this can manifest during eclipse season as something very dramatic and like possibly upsetting happening with this person. Like this could be a huge blowout. This could be a huge fight or whatever. But the Tower, when it comes out in reverse, it essentially shows a major ending in your life. That's like a divine intervention. Like the universe does something dramatic to show you like this needs to end. Like if you don't start taking this seriously and make this change now, we will make it happen for you. For example, and it's always something ending that is not built on a strong foundation, that is really weak, really toxic. A minor example of this could be like if you keep overworking yourself and you intuitively know like, oh, I should probably slow down, I might get burnout. The universe may slow you down by like making you sick, for example. It's something like that can happen with the Tower card. Or on a more dramatic level, it's like if you know you're in a toxic relationship and it's not going to work, but you just will not leave and you keep tolerating the abuse and the toxicity. This could be something dramatic, like the universe coming in and making it so abundantly clear that this needs to end that it's really upsetting. Like, for example, they may like, I don't know, cheat on you with your sister or steal your dog or something. That's like a very dramatic example, obviously. But you know what I'm saying? Like there's someone or something in your life that is very clearly not trustworthy, energy vampire energy. And the universe during this eclipse season is saying, hey, cut this person out of your life. Like just straight up. And if you don't do it, we're going to do it for you. Or we're going to make it so intense and so dramatic that you feel like you have no choice but to cut this person out of your life or this thing out of your life. Ace of Coins, uprights. See, this is actually positive energy. This is what I'm saying. These eclipses, even though they're dramatic, they always lead to happy endings, positive energies. And the Ace of Coins is very beautiful. I feel, Sagittarius, a lot of you may be embarking on a new commitment. You may be presented a new commitment during this eclipse season. This could be like a promotion or like a new job that you really are excited about. launching a business. This could be a new commitment, like physically, like maybe you purchase a new car or home or pet or something like that. It's really fun. It's exciting, and it's a physical thing though. It's something tangible. Has to do with like a new start in your finances, health, home, like something physical. Like it's in front of you tangibly. It's not like a new idea that you explore. No, it's something physical that you're committed to coming in, and it's going to bring so much happiness. And again, it's like you're really happy, you're really glowing and successful at this time. But that's the thing. The more you ascend and become very like positive and happy and uplifted in life, the more triggered these energy vampires are going to be. And it's, especially during an eclipse season, it's going to blow up and become very dramatic. So that's your reading. Goods and bads. That's what I was going to say. Good things and bad things. Which is life, you know. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this eclipse season. Especially watch for your moon sign and your rising sign. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. What have you been intuitively picking up on during this eclipse season? I would love to know. I said like this video. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.